Dee 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 dee. Keto living is the life for me. Coffee, cooking, and recipes. Spending my days with my doggies. So be a sport. Set your alarm for Wednesdays for the Warden's Report. Welcome to the Warden Report. It's another week. So excited. The one from last week just released, so can't wait for the comments. So if you're new here, go ahead, hit that thumbs up and hit subscribe because there's all kinds of stuff going on in the channel. Plus we have a whole fermentation series coming up, and we go live every Friday night at 6:30 Central. So if you ever want to hang out, join us on Friday nights. So today is Wednesday. Look at my hair. It's like all over the place. So I am having my coffee. It's earlier than normal, but it's still past the 90 minutes. So it's 5 after 9, and I got up at 7:30 today. And so I just like feeling the need today. I don't know why yesterday and then even this morning, just been really tired. So I don't know what's going on there, why I'm just like, ugh. So hopefully this will give me some energy to kind of wake up and see how that goes. Maybe just, I don't know. Last night's food, I had Brussels sprouts and I had a pork chop. So I don't know. I don't know if that, well, I was already feeling tired before that. So who knows? Maybe it's just, it's not that time of month, but maybe it just, so probably just this too dang hot heat, right? So yeah, just kind of tired, but other than that, I'll probably bounce back later today. Just taking a while to wake up this morning. Most of the time I wake up and I'm just roaring. I can't say these R words. That's why, I know some French and a little tiny bit of Spanish, but I'm horrible at it because I don't know how to roll my R's. So anyhow, but usually I wake up with a lot of energy, ready to go, just hitting things out at work. I still did really well today. I'm having to do wires this week, so we get, as a bank, we get incoming and outgoing wires. So working those through, and I feel like I already knocked those out, but it just, in myself, I just feel a little tired today. So hopefully I'll start to feeling better. I thought maybe it was electrolytes. So I did drink an element last night. And I took a couple of the Ketochow capsule electrolytes. So we'll see. I have just in my coffee this morning, the only thing I put in it was the bulletproof MCT oil. So yeah, I'm almost out of that. So let me know below. What do you like to put in your coffee? Do you do the coconut oil? Do you go and buy the special MCT oils? What's your routine with your coffee? And just excited to see. So comment below. Wednesday night, y'all, I got the Wild Cocoa Tropics, which is basically their mushroom cocoa mix with some cocoa powder and lots of mushrooms and some turmeric. And what I did is I just mixed it with water. The instructions say water, coffee, tea, milk, whatever, and then added heaping tablespoon of the mix. And then I did top with some heavy cream that I whipped up or frothed up and some cinnamon. Happy Thursday, y'all. I'm not feeling the best today. I don't know, past couple of days, I don't know if I'm getting the flu or a cold. My nose is fine, but I just feel like maybe I have a little bit of a fever. I don't know. Maybe it's allergies. Who knows? But anyway, so I've been upping the electrolytes, and it's kind of early. It's only 10:40, but I'm going to start off with my cup of kefir. All right, y'all. I still haven't had my coffee, but I'm just trying to basically feast today. See if that helps me feel better. But I've got an avocado here. I drizzled avocado oil. And then I've also got turmeric, some flat iron seasoning, salt. And I'm going to start with this. And probably about an hour I'll eat my lunch. I'm feeling much better. Maybe I just needed some good kefir in me and a good avocado. Anyways, for lunch today, I've got 3 of the Swaggerty sausage, some of that Chosen Foods mayo, just because I have a small jar of it, a couple of fried eggs, and then my fermented. I've got fermented cucumber, a little bit of ginger, sauerkraut, and kimchi. And then I'm having my coffee. Here's my Warden coffee cup. So, yay, excited. Thursday dinner, y'all, I am feeling so much better than from this morning. So, I hate taking medicine, but I feel like doing the combo of the ibuprofen and the Tylenol. Just something worked, and all of a sudden, I was sweating a whole bunch, and I just feel like 100% better. So, whatever it was, it's gone. So, what I've got here is Heath made us, I guess they're kind of like queso tacos. Basically, it's ground beef and cream cheese. He wanted to test out cream cheese tonight. Mixed together, along with that cilantro salsa that Michelle recommended. Plus, I topped it with a little more of that cilantro salsa. It's really good, y'all. It was from Sam's, and it's like a big tub of it. Highly recommend it. It's not spicy, but it gives just this like fresh salsa feel and taste to anything. So definitely recommend it. And then also loving my fermented peppers. So I sprinkled some of that on here. Of course, I got my kimchi on the side, some smashed avocado, and then I did a test batch of this. Yeah, it burned a little, but it'll be fine. Just trying to figure out exactly, like, when I do a test of a new recipe, I like to, like, I have several different ways that I think, well, this might work out, but this might be better, blah, blah, blah. And so I ended up doing 3 of them today to try 3, not completely different methods, but little nuances just to see what would turn out the best. So this is mine, and I gave Heath, he got the other 2. So we'll test these in a minute, or taste them, and hopefully it's a go, and then we'll just see which is our favorite. Good Friday, everyone. I hope you're having an awesome day. Everything seems to be going great here. Heath is like super excited about his job. I'm sure he'll talk about that, or did, on the MS journey. But yeah, I'm just super happy for him. And this morning, you know, yesterday I said I wasn't feeling good, but then it broke, and I felt way better, and I slept way better last night. But now I feel like I have a cough. Oh, I don't like that. But anyways, other than that, I still physically feel fine. Everything seems to be, like, I feel like everything's working, but every once in a while I cough. So, I don't like that. But I am having this morning that golden chai. So it is the one with the turmeric in it. So I'm super excited. It's really good. I've had another cup of it. Really good stuff. So hopefully that'll just kind of maybe help get rid of the cough. I mean, turmeric's great for you. Oh, and there's ginger as well. So I think ginger, one of the things is to help with like coughs and throat. But my throat's not sore. It's just like every once in a while I have a little cough. So I don't know. Ugh. Anyhow. So yeah, great day. Busy, of course, at work. Everything's always busy, right? And everything's going well. I'm excited for the Friday night feast. So I can't wait to see everyone tonight. I always get so pumped up about it. And just really happy, y'all. Just so excited. So excited as the day goes on. Just getting so happy. It's almost 1:30. I haven't even had my coffee yet, but I am going to do that whenever I make my lunch. And I've got here that golden turmeric kefir, or golden kefir. Anyhow, so, and this was the last of my kefir. But I'm super excited. I got something last night, which I showed on the live. Thank you, Mama Bear. And I am excited. So I wished I could start it tonight. Oh, just a second. Y'all ever have systems that want to log you out constantly? Let me get back there. I showed it on Friday night's live, but I got some kefir grains. So I got to go tomorrow and get some milk. You have to rehydrate kefir grains. You have to use pasteurized milk, not ultra, just regular pasteurized milk. And you then will go through, and it'll take 7 to 14 days to rehydrate them. And you have to keep redoing the milk every 24 hours until it's just right. So super excited about that. And then I could start making my own, y'all. Like real happy. But this is the last of the live way. So I also have to get some turmeric while I'm out tomorrow. And then I've also got here my little avocado with some of that Italian, I guess it is Italian. But anyways, the virgin olive oil. And it's got some seasonings and Redmond's real salt, y'all. So, yum. This, I guess, technically going to break my fast. And then I'll make lunch here in about 30 minutes. But yeah, I'm just feeling really good and getting really excited. I'm glad that we're basically to the halfway point in August. And then I feel like from here on out, the weather should start cooling off, you know, a little tiny bit. And then eventually it'll be fall. And then it won't be, you know, like we're sitting on the sun anymore, which is what I'm excited about. So let me know, how's the weather where you're at? I watched a thing today that it's going to be crazy weather for a lot of places, a lot of storms and dry thunderstorms, especially in like Arizona and all that. So let me know, how's the weather going to be for y'all? For lunch today, I'm back to those Swaggerty sausage. I say back, but I had it yesterday. But the Swaggerty sausage, got that chosen mayo. And I was trying to put some hot sauce on it, and the hot sauce I'm using is very, very thick. So when I was hitting on it to get it to come out, it flew on top of my sauerkraut. That's okay. And then I've got some ginger, some kimchi, and a fermented cucumber. And then I also poured the sausage grease, and that's all kind of sitting underneath everything. Got that, and I've got my coffee. So, and with the coffee, I did add a heaping teaspoon of the Cocoa Tropic powder, which is basically, it's out of mushrooms, and it's also got like turmeric and I think some other things. So, just add that. Oh, and I did butter today instead of the MCT oil. But that'll be lunch. Saturday, y'all, excuse my voice. So this morning I got up, I went to the farmer's market. It would be really hot, but then we would get lots of wind, so that would definitely help. But I did pick up some great veggies. I got some okra. I got a mix of, they say hot peppers, but the hottest thing was really a habanero. It was a lot of like jalapenos and scotch bonnets and stuff that weren't as spicy. But anyways, I got that. I got some green onion, some bell peppers that were like the size of my head. And I think that's all I got. But anyways, I was just really happy. The produce looked great. Oh, and I did get some more red jalapenos so I can actually make the sriracha and film it. And then I went to the store as we were really craving a salad. So I got the stuff. That's what you see here. And I got us some wild salmon right from the seafood counter. And So you see my piece right there, probably about a 5-ounce filet. And I just dusted it with our seafood seasoning. And then the salad mix I got was a combination of, it had radicchio, romaine lettuce, what were the other things in it? Do you remember?
No. Of course not. You go get it for us?
No. And oh, frisee, and I think arugula, just kind of like a mix, but I was really looking for something that had the radicchio, because I can't find radicchio by itself. So I guess it's out of season, like that lasted a week. But anyhow, so I found the mix, and I would have liked more radicchio, but it's good. And then what I topped it with is, of course, I've got an avocado here. I've got some cherry tomatoes, a little bit of that feta goat cheese. And then for my fermented foods, I've got some kimchi in here, plus the fermented bell peppers and jalapeno and the fermented zucchini salsa. And I just kind of put that all in here. And then for a dressing, it's basically olive oil with some fresh herbs that I froze before the herbs went bad. And then I mixed with that some mustard and apple cider vinegar, salt, and some flat iron pepper seasonings. Mix that all together, and basically a vinaigrette that I drizzled all on top here. Like you can see a little bit of the radicchio right there. Oh, so excited. I love radicchio. Oh, and I also fried up some bacon. So that's mixed in as well. So this sounds like a really great lunch. Should be very satisfying. And it's wild salmon, y'all. I have missed salmon so much. So I'm really excited to try this. And I just pan-seared it. It looks perfect. And I'm excited to eat that. Saturday night's dinner, y'all. I've got on here kimchi. And then I made we had some leftover cauliflower. I fermented 1 jar, and this was and then there was about half that was left. But anyways, so I roasted that today, topped it with some Gouda cheese, and I heard Gouda is great for El Reuteri. Plus threw in a couple cherry tomatoes, and then I've got that chosen mayo with some turmeric added, and our homemade sriracha. And then over here, we made an Asian-style meatloaf. So basically, it's just ground beef that we combined with Asian seasonings. And then at the end, instead of ketchup, I did our homemade sriracha on top and put it on a broiler for a minute. Which I guess kind of defeats the purpose of sriracha since it is a fermented salsa. But I did top it with a little more of the fresh. So yeah, but yeah, that's what I'm eating for dinner tonight. And then I've got my water here, and that should do it. Happy Monday, y'all. So I've got my cup of coffee. I've been up, let's see, 2.5 hours now. I did sleep in a lot today. So and all I put in my coffee, it is topped with cinnamon, but I did put in that bulletproof MCT. And then for lunch today, it's kind of a hodgepodge. So I had some leftover Thai basil beef. There's no rice. It's just basically different vegetables like onions, tomatoes, bell peppers, green beans, and beef. And then like of course, basil. And I think like the sauce is kind of like a brothy type. I don't know. Maybe vinegary. It's really good. So I got that left over, and I fried up. I had 1 egg left of my happy egg, so I just fried that, or scrambled that up rather. I've got a couple slices, hard to see in there. Underneath the mayo is a couple slices of swaggerty sausage, and you see my ginger and my kimchi. So that's what I'm having for lunch. And to cook up the spice, I'm adding this. I can't feel my face. And the reason I'm doing that is, and I didn't record yesterday, I have been sick. Some of y'all might have noticed on the Friday Night Live. But, like, oh my gosh, y'all. I think it's a flu. Because all the symptoms are saying flu. And you kind of hear it in my throat here. My throat's not sore at all. It's never been sore, hurt, or itchy. It's just I keep coughing. And yesterday I was coughing a lot. Today I was coughing. And so that just kind of like bothers my throat a little. And, but other than that, my nose has been clear this whole time. No headaches. Just basically, you know, kind of tired, of course. I guess I haven't really had a fever. Just mostly, it's almost like I don't know, like kind of like a head cold, because I woke up Saturday morning and my ears were plugged. And so I couldn't barely hear, right? And then just been feeling, you know, just under the weather. Not really sore. I was like last Thursday, it felt like right here in the back, shoulder, neck, just right in here. But that could very well be from the way I was sleeping. And then I'd be getting like hot and cold flashes. And so it'd be like all of a sudden I'd feel so freaking cold. Like I remember waking up, and I don't know if I was dreaming, but I woke up like shivering. My whole body was just shivering. And then I just like couldn't get warm. And then like Thursday was really, I felt really bad like that. Like I would get lightheaded. And then he went to go get a thermometer, because I was like, I wonder if I have a fever. And all of a sudden it seemed like it just broke, because I was just like sweaty profusely. And I'm not a sweating type person. Like I just don't sweat. And so I was like, oh, that's really unusual. And then I felt amazing. I was like, okay, whatever it was, I'm done with, right? And then Friday, it was okay. Still feeling pretty much better, but not 100%. And then Saturday, I don't know. It just like, again, just kind of felt under the weather and would get really hot. And of course, I was out doing stuff for the farmer's market, and then went to H-E-B. So I made us a really nice salmon salad. That was delicious. Like, I have missed salmon so much. And then, I don't know. It just, I don't even remember. What did we do for Saturday night for dinner? I feel like we cooked something. Oh yeah, we made the Asian meatloaf. That was pretty good. And then Sunday, yesterday, it just, again, just kind of feeling like, what? And I didn't drink any coffee. I just basically tried to stay hydrated. So I drank water, and then I would have that turmeric ginger tea. I had a few cups of that during the day, and it just still just was like, And then I wasn't going to eat anything, because I thought, well, you know, I fast a lot on Sundays and Mondays, and I thought, well, I'll just fast, and I just wasn't feeling it. So, you know who you are was like, no, Shelly, stop being silly. You need to eat, because your body is basically so busy fighting. It needs energy. So feed it. I was like, okay, because, you know, sometimes they say fasting helps with immunity, but I was like, just really feeling out of it. So we ordered last night. I was like, my favorite thing when I don't feel good is to get that I think it's Tom Yum or Tom Ga soup. It's a Thai soup. Basically has like a broth. It's brothy, and it's got mushrooms, tomatoes, lemongrass, different things in it, and ginger. And then plus I added more of my homemade ginger, and then I got it on Thai Fi, but y'all, that was not that spicy to me. So yeah, I ate that. It tasted so good, and I think it did help. And then I had this also Thai basil beef, and that, I mean, it's good. And then last night I did take some NyQuil before bed, and then I took some again this morning, Heath was like, I don't know, you're supposed to take it more than once. But I was like, I am. So when I woke up at like 7 this morning, I took it again and just slept until about 12:30. So far since being up, I'm feeling, I think I'm feeling a little better. Just still have this stupid cough, which is annoying. And yeah, so I finally was like, okay, well, I'm going to eat something. And then tonight, I think I'm going to make some stuffed bell peppers. We already have the stuffing ready, so it'll be an easy dinner. But yeah, and then I've got these two crazy dogs over here keeping me company. You can see. Ooh. There's Delilah. Kind of see her. You know, that's the thing. When you have a black dog, when it's dark, they just disappear. But, and she definitely does, which is why I always liked her, because I was like, you know, if somebody broke in the house, they wouldn't even see her. But yeah, and then Sam, because Heath's first day of work is today, y'all. I'm so happy for him. And they're just doing the first day things. Like, they had to set up the computer. They're trying to get access to all the different programs. You know how that goes. So I'm really excited for him. And I'm just staying here out of his way. And he let the dogs back in the bedroom when he went to work this morning. And so Sam immediately jumped into bed because he was like, oh my gosh, I could jump in because Heath's not here. He jumped into bed, and then he like licked Heath's pillow for like, I don't know, a half hour. Like, it was sopping wet. So now we're going to have to change the sheets. So Heath wasn't that happy about that, but oh well. And then, yeah, Sam was just so happy. He was doing zoomies in the bed as he was like, oh my gosh, I get to be with her. I get to be with her. I'm in the bed. And then eventually he calmed down and just kind of laid against me like, oh, this is the best. So what a sweet dog. For some dog that was outside most of his life, he sure has acclimated to being an inside dog really freaking easy, right? Like, you would never think that he was an outdoor dog before. And yeah, so he's so sweet. They have such a hard life, right? They're so cute. So yeah, that's going to be my lunch today. And it's actually 3 o'clock. Jeez. So late, right? So, and I just feel like I did not get all I wanted to get done. Like, Heath, because I was like, well, I'm not going to work on this. So he had to do all of the Texas 5 Spice, and I stayed in the other room because I was like, well, I don't want to be near any of that or touch any of it. So he did that, but, so I was able to figure out the shipping, so he weighed it for me and everything, and so I sent those out to those that are getting that special edition 5 Spice. And then I have a few other things I want to ship, but then I'm kind of holding off because I don't want to put my germs on anything, right? So I'm kind of holding off on that. So that was also what was supposed to get done. I at least got the cook along for this month all done, the invite sent out. So if you're a channel member, you should have already got the invite for this Saturday's cook along, and a video was released as well. So I hope y'all like it. I really enjoyed it, and we had that last night too, which, again, I didn't film, but it was really good. So yeah, I just feel like I have so much more I wanted to get done. And we did start fermenting some, we started our second batch of the sriracha, and this time we were filming it. And then, let's see, we made a pepper relish that we're fermenting. So those are really cool. And what was awesome is I got to use my beautiful new wide mouth blue jars and the new little like lid, the easy fermenting lid. So I'm super excited about that. And yeah, it's just, I think it's going really well. But like, I wanted to start the kefir, but the kefir, like, you have to do it every 24 hours. So yesterday I just was not feeling well. So I was like, well, I'm just going to have to wait because I don't want to screw it up, right? I want to make sure I do it consistently and do it well. So we'll get that going. So I'm going to go ahead and eat my lunch while it's semi-warm. And I'll talk to y'all in a little bit. On a sick day when you're just chilling on the couch, could your couch buddies be any better than these two? I mean, you could tell. It's rough, right, Delilah? She's like, yeah, it's so rough. I'm so sorry you don't feel well, Mom, but I'm right here. I'm your companion. I'm so glad she's feeling so much better. My baby girl. And I forgot to say earlier, I did have kefir about 30 minutes before my meal, so I still have my kefir. So hopefully that'll help. I do feel kind of bad because, you know, some of these medicines I know can not be good for your gut biome, so I feel like I kind of gotta fix that once I'm healed. But I'm gonna tell you something, that I can't feel my face. I definitely can't feel my mouth right now. It was really good, really tasty. So I still have all of my taste buds, so I know some people are like, oh, what if it's the sea? I don't think it is, because I'm still tasting everything fine. Everything smells fine. Like I read the latest one, you'd have altered smell, and I can smell, if anything, probably a little too well, because, well, we won't get into that. But anyways, yeah. So nothing wrong with my smell or my taste. And like, that was a delicious lunch. It really did pack the heat, which I feel like has kind of like loosened everything. So I'm feeling a little bit better there. So I think it's good. And just going to keep up with the kefir and doing, you know, of course I had the kimchi. Going to keep doing those. Maybe not as much fermented foods, because I feel like I was doing like 6 to 8 servings a day. So I might back it up just a tad while I am healing, and then I can, you know, get back to it. But yes, there's my sweet baby. So I'm just glad at least I have these two to keep me company today. Right, baby girl? She's such a sweetheart. Hey, dinner, y'all. So I've got the Italian beef styled stuffed bell peppers topped with some Gouda. And as you can see, we let it go till it was Gouda done. And then I've got here, it's Brussels, basically farm fresh. So the farm fresh veggies of the Brussels and some okra roasted with bacon, topped with a little goat cheese. And then I also put the fermented bell peppers in there, a couple tomatoes, and then I've got my ginger over here, just really upping the ginger since, you know, I'm kind of under the weather. Happy Tuesday, y'all. Ugh. That's about how I feel as well. So I actually called into work yesterday and today. You can kind of hear it in my voice. My throat's not sore still. It's just I have like a cough. And a buddy here. And don't forget, she's on her way. So anyways, yeah, I just keep coughing, so I should get something to help with the cough. And just, I wouldn't even say I'm tired. At this point, I feel like I've overslept. I don't know if anybody's ever felt that way. But, like, I woke up again at 7:20 this morning. Just my normal time to wake up during the week. And I took another NyQuil, but I never fell back asleep because I kind of got caught in the TikTok rabbit hole. That's the lesson. Don't do TikTok when you need to sleep, because it is so hard, at least for me, to turn it off. So I just kind of laid in bed, which is good. I think is good to just kind of relax in bed and just basically do nothing. Kind of a scary concept, just to sit there and or lay there and do nothing. Like, oh my gosh, who are you, Shelly? Because I'm very much that type of person that has to be doing something. And Heath is always like, oh, come on, just relax. We could chill out on the couch. And I'm just like, yeah, but I feel like there's things I should get done, right? So anyhow, yeah, so not feeling the best, but I'm still continuing to eat, and I'm not having any adverse reactions. I think it's just, trying to get rid of this, and then I should be fine. So hopefully I go into work tomorrow. I have been also going outside for a few minutes, but it's the third level of hell here in Houston. So then I start to feel like I'm getting overheated. So then I come back inside. So maybe 5 minutes outside. I know that's not long enough, but I stay out there until I feel like I'm like in a literal sauna, sweating from every pore. And then I'm like, okay, this is enough. I got some sun. I got some fresh air, or fresh-ish. It's Houston. How fresh is that going to be? Not in Montana or the mountains of Colorado where, the actual fresh air is. I'm in the suburb of Houston, so it's cleaner than smog, I guess. Anyhow, that's why you can hear it in my voice. So technically I've been up for several hours, but I've been out of the bed for like 2 hours now. And so I am having my coffee, and I drank my kefir about 30 minutes ago. This is my coffee. All I put in it was a tablespoon of the bulletproof MCT oil, and then I added a heaping teaspoon. I know the serving size is a tablespoon, but to me a tablespoon in 16 ounces of coffee is just too much. So I'm doing a heaping teaspoon of that Ketochow.xyz. So that's made with mushrooms, plus it has turmeric in it. So been doing that, and then I make sure with every meal that I'm also getting some ginger. The ginger I sliced up and put in the vinegar. So I've been adding that to every meal. So that's my coffee. And again, I did have my kefir about 30 minutes ago. And then I'm going to show you, I ordered food again because I just really want some soup, which is, I know, weird. So let me show you. It is, again, from a Thai restaurant. It's the Tom Yum. So if y'all never seen this, it's a brothy soup with some good vegetables and mushrooms. And I get it with beef. And I just noticed I do better with beef than with chicken. Chicken's the cheaper option, of course. But I got that, and this one is a different Thai restaurant. So I put on there, I said, please make it extra, extra, extra Thai hot, like Thai 5+5, like your top Thai hot. So I've got that, and I've got some fresh ginger on the side. And then this place actually had some fermented sausage, which, me and my fermented meats, it just looks like regular sausage, but it's fermented, so it's supposed to be sour. Oh well, I don't have a fork. I remembered a spoon. But yeah, this is the fermented sausage. Now I know traditionally they ferment it with rice, so I'm sure they did that, but if it really is fermented, they should eat most of that rice up, and so it shouldn't be an issue. But let's see, this is supposed to be kind of sour. That is that's different. And they serve it with like fresh cucumbers here, it looks like. I thought they said some ginger too, but maybe it's buried under. Oh yeah, I see some now. Oh, and chili peppers. Ooh. But that is different. It's if you've had fermented foods, it is like this tangy kielbasa. It's different. I think it was called Name Todd. I don't remember. Don't quote me. But it said fermented sausage that is sour from the fermentation, served with the fresh cucumber, fresh ginger, and chili peppers and garlic. So, yeah, I don't know. It was a small order. It was like their appetizer, so I thought, well, I'll try it. Probably not the best thing, honestly, as far as keto goes, but I was like, I just want to, it said fermented. I got excited, y'all. So again, don't always come at me if you're like, oh my gosh, I had rice. I know, I'm sorry, but they have to ferment it with something, because again, bacteria have to have some type of food in order to thrive. And what I've read, because I was looking up fermenting, meats, and they were saying you have to use some kind of sugar source. So in a lot of countries like Thailand and Vietnam and stuff, they do use rice as the fuel source for fermenting their items. So yeah, if there's no, like in a lot of fermented vegetables, the vegetables have carbs, right? We all know that. So that will often be what they're feeding themselves off. But when it's just meat, you got to add something, or you have to then smoke it or cure it, right? So we're familiar with those terms, curing. Usually, even in some cures, that there's sugar in it because you're curing it, or you will smoke it. But if you want to ferment meat, you do have to add some type of food source for the bacteria. So a lot of times they use rice. I've even read where they'll use noodles, and basically you let that go for several days or weeks, and then the bacteria just keep eating that, and that's what then makes it that nice fermented sourness, which to me, it's not, I wouldn't call it like a lemon sour. It's just kind of like this, it's tangy to me, like a little bit more of a tangy yogurt kind of feel. I don't know. Anyhow, so yeah, I'm going to eat my soup while it's hot and have my coffee while it's still hot, and hopefully clear out this gunk. This is awful. I haven't been sick and I don't even remember when, and I hate this. I wanted to know what the dog food looks like, what we feed Samson and Delilah. This is Samson's tray. It's supposed to be a slow feeder, and I try to push it all in there, but he is still fast at licking all this up. And then this is how I put Delilah's. So there's Samson. We have to separate feeding them because this one gets a little pushy, don't you? You just push him out of the way. Oh, wait, what do you want? Bring it out here. And she don't stay out too long. Let's see. Are you going to hop for it? Do you want it? Are you excited? Where do we go? Where's your food go? Well, come on. Are you going to hop for it? No, of course not, because I have you on camera. So she'll finish that like really quick, and then I'll go in here and give Sam his. And literally within like 5 minutes. So look, he knows. He's like, oh, this is where I stand. Or sit, rather. I sit here. Ready? Okay, eat. And there he goes. Such good little puppers. Alright, so it's time now. While in training, he doesn't get off work till 6. So it gives me time to start prepping dinner and getting things like cleaned up around here and getting things ready for dinner tonight. So for dinner tonight, it's the same thing as lunch. Look, I didn't even finish, I guess I barely finished half of it. So I'll be having that left over. And I bought Heath, I just got him this minced, it's minced with ginger, chilies, garlic, and I think green beans. And I got minced beef for him. And then we have the pork stuff. So the fermented pork. So I didn't even eat half of that. Like I ate maybe a fourth. So there'll be some for him to try. And I have to say, that was the first time I know of having fermented pork. And yeah, it's pretty good. So, and then I'm going to have one of these. Been trying to keep my electrolytes up since I mean, you look at me. Oh my gosh. Ugh. Anyways, since I haven't been feeling the best, been trying to make sure I keep my electrolytes up and see if that helps flush things out. Hopefully, I'm just like, the salt combines with all the illness and just drags it all out, right? But yeah, so I'm probably going to wrap things up here just because it's a day. Sorry, y'all. This week, it's probably not the most fun of the weeks. But this is that Cocoa Tropic. I'm going to turn around so y'all can see it. So here's what I've been having. It's by Wild Foods. There's Delilah. Mood plus concentration. Boy, don't we need that. Let's see. Hold on a second. He looks like he's pretty done. Come on. See? And he knows, oh, she's in. I gotta leave. Silly. Okay. So this has cocoa powder, reishi, maca, chaga, and turmeric. So it's pretty good. The serving says it's 1 heaping tablespoon. There's the facts or whatever. But I'm going to tell y'all, a heaping for a cup, just, it's a little bit too much. But I have been using just a heaping teaspoon, and that's worked really well for me. Thank you again for watching the Warden Report. I'm shaking up my element right now. And I hope this was an enjoyable week. I'm sorry, y'all. If you want to, if you feel like it, give me a thumbs up. If you're new here, I promise I have better weeks than this. So go ahead and subscribe and just stay tuned and see what happens. And go ahead and, I don't know, let's see, the word of the week, if you watch till here, is hashtag feel better. That'll make me feel better. All of y'all commenting that. But thank y'all again, really very, very much. I am sorry again. I hate being sick. I hate it. Like, it's the worst. And then missing work, oh, feels awful. So I'm really sorry, and I feel bad. And at least I did get lots of sleep and relaxation, so I think I'm on the mend. But I just want to be over. I'm a horrible, horrible sick person. He has been very gracious when I'm over here whining my butt off. So, yes, I'm a huge baby when I'm sick. So, thank you all so very much. Please stay tuned to see all of our wonderful channel members, because they help support this kind of content. I'm sure they're thrilled right now. But thank y'all again for watching. Have a great week, and I hope y'all stay healthy.